Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. I was sitting here doing your meditation and shuffling, and this came out. They told me to keep it out, and it's the Magician. So we're going to make that the theme of your reading. But I am going to get a moon card since it is the super moon in Sagittarius. I don't know how it's been affecting you guys. I knew that this was going to be a powerful week for me, and there's been some amazing things that have happened, and painful things. Truly, but it was necessary, and I don't know. Tell me how it's affecting you guys, because it has been cathartic, to say the least. A lot of new experiences and new ways to heal, and it's been a lot less painful than other ways I've done it. Take time to breathe out a fiery. All right, you're gonna go through something here. You have expect powerful change at the bottom, what you don't see coming, and you have take time to breathe out, and a fiery climax approaches with the Magician in the middle. So the Magician, to me, I call this my Jesus card. A master of all the elements, can manifest on a dime, turn water into wine, feed 5,000 from a loaf of bread. That's the energy I get when I see the Magician. They are very powerful. They know exactly what to do. It's like Abraham Hicks energy. They know exactly what to do to manifest, right? They could be very practical, would be foundational, boom, methodical. They know what to do. You may feel like life is really slow right now. 44 on the clock. They want you to embrace this time because it's about to get pretty intense pretty quick. So they're asking you, yeah, I don't want to say this, but I'm getting it. I have to say it. I have to. Someone here may have a parental figure that passes away, and there's some type of like spat or argument between people, and like the handling of the money of, the life insurance policy or something about arguments happening, or somebody trying to steal or get over on someone. um I did get that. That's obviously not for everyone, but I did just get that message. So I have to say it. Whether there's somebody, a family member who's dying in hospice or something, and it's like something doesn't go. When money gets involved, people get crazy, and it's like trying to do things fairly while somebody else is trying to do something very awful. They want you to meditate and go within about this. Okay. Now I'm gonna get off that subject because that was very specific, and not everybody's gonna have to deal with that. Okay. So the other message that I'm getting now, they really want you to start meditating about this. Like, now that you know something is approaching, there's a climax approaching your life. They want you to meditate and ask what that is specifically for you, so you know how to navigate your personal situation. This is this is a general reading for you guys. This is not a private reading, so I can't give you all these specific scenarios without having it. If you want to book a private reading, all the information's in the description box below, guys. I'm not gonna plug any more than that. I just don't care about it. I am getting, in the meantime, like the way that you breathe out, there are new skills that with this going straight over the Magician, you have been manifesting a new start. You have been manifesting some pretty big changes in your life. And it's because you've been doing that. It shakes up other people's lives as well as yours. It doesn't it's like it's affecting other people. Your change is affecting other people. So that's where the fiery climax will approach. But they want you to know the changes that you've been making are absolutely the right ones, and the ones that you have been wanting. Everything you want is on the other side of this climax approaching, this fiery climax. They want me to read the book on this one. This take time to breathe out card. The intensity of the full moon has abated, and what are we left with? That's what this card is asking you. It suggests that the situation you're asking about has now peaked, and it's time for you to regroup and learn from your experiences rather than blindly forging ahead. Have faith that what is happening is for the best. Try to accept the way things are now and give yourself others time out to relax. Breathe. We can't be on all the time. If you feel you've hit an obstacle or even failed in some way, now is the time to reflect on how to do things differently the next time. Be honest with yourself if you feel bad about your current situation, and then remind yourself that life goes in cycles. Okay, so you just came out of some type of emotional purge, and it is right now we are going through a very intense healing time. I've been talking about it on my channel for a couple weeks now. I know, Source has, and letting all that emotional baggage out of your body can make you feel like you just ran a marathon. It's interesting. Sometimes when you do a clearing, it can make you really tired. But the next day you wake up and you're like, woo, I'm ready to live my life. I've got it. That's because you cleaned out your closet. Does that mean it's fully cleaned out? No. It means that you did some clearing. There's going to be another round of it. There's going to be another round of it. There's going to be another round of it. And it feels like it's never going to end, but it will. It's kind of like, and I read this in that Atomic Habits book that I talk about all the time. Something about the freezing point, 32 degrees. So if you have water and you're sitting there and you're watching it, it's at 40 degrees. You're doing the work. It gets to 39 degrees. It's still not frozen. You're doing the work. 38 degrees, still not frozen. You're doing the work. 37 degrees. And it keeps going down. Like you're doing the work day in and day out, not seeing a change. Not seeing a change. And you're going from 40 degrees to 30, or going from 40 to 38 to 36 to 35 to 34. And you're doing all this work and nothing looks like it's changing until one day you hit that 32 degrees mark and then boom, it turns to ice. So for you, boom, that's your manifestation. Boom, that's that powerful change that you wanted. That's what'll come in. So the energy I'm getting is it's a skill. There are new skills you've been learning, whether they are emotional skills. Actually, I feel like it's like a plethora, like a bag of skills you've been learning. Because he is using his hands physically. This is a physical card. It's a pentacle. So apprenticeship, you learning some type of skill. And they want you to know that's why you are having this change. So this fiery climax that is approaching, you are going to see that you are winning in a major way, and your win is going to cause other people to have knee-jerk reactions of pain and anger and jealousy. So you are going to have other people spat off at the mouth when they hear that you have received something, and that is not your problem. It's something that you've worked for, and they can't take this from you. The only person they want me to pour that out. The only person that can take this from you is you. And this is why they told me to read this like a story. All right, 7 of Wands, 8 of Wands, King of Swords, 4 of Pentacles, Strength, Ace of Cups, 2 of Pentacles, 7 of Swords, 6 of Cups, Page of Wands, and 10 of Swords. You are at this painful ending right now. You know all about the betrayals. You know this is the end. You know that you are transitioning out of this. It was your spirituality that helped you get out of a painful situation. Something about you hitting rock bottom is the reason that you were able to step into your spirituality. There was a painful ending with things to do with the past, with relationships, with people. There was stealing, infidelity, lies, cheating that was happening. People being juggled in the past. All right, they went towards somebody new. They didn't choose you in the end, and it's caused you to have to be strong and try to pick yourself up and do things differently. Take time to breathe out. Take time to heal. Start doing things. Start on a new path. So this entire situation down here is the reason you're on this new path. So they want you to hold on to this new path. Okay. They want you to keep your boundaries strong because you have this communication coming in with this 8 of Wands card right here. Communication coming in regarding this fiery climax that's approaching. You are going to have to defend yourself. You are. Because people are not going to like the fact that you receive something that they feel they deserve. If it was them receiving this offer, they would be the ones really happy and chomping at the bit to come to your door and tell you that they won. But since they're not the ones winning and you are, they're going to be the ones fighting you on it. Okay? But just know, if the roles were reversed and they were the one receiving this, they would be fighting you to keep it too. So you do not have to listen to any of their lies or their manipulation about keeping you stuck where you are, making you feel guilty about anything. Because the truth is, if they had this opportunity, their asses would be taking it too. Okay? I'm leaving it there. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace and love.